Hey y'all, it's me again, Reese. We're going to be talking about normal sinus rhythm really quickly. Now this one is it is what it is. It's normal. It is what we expect to have from a patient. The best way to determine normal sinus rhythm is to look at it and say, is there anything wrong? And if there isn't, you're good. You're normal sinus. Okay, so we're going to first talk about this strip right here. Now remember how we determine how long a strip actually is, okay? So each of these we'll call these big boxes because the little boxes are little ones. So we got the medium-sized boxes right here is 0.2 seconds. So 5 of those for 5 right here is 1 second. So 1 second's right here, okay? And then 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, 4 second, 5 second, and 6 seconds. So right here, this strip right here, that is a 6-second strip, which is perfect, which is exactly what we want. And you can see all of the QRS complexes are within the strip. So we're just going to count it and multiply by 10. So you got 1 right here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 80. So that's 80 beats per minute. So we got 80, not 90, 80 beats per minute. And that's exactly what we want. I mean, it's just a heart rate, guys. So 80 to 100, which is exactly what we want. Okay. Starting off with 80 beats per minute, we're going to go ahead and zoom in a little bit and try and see exactly what makes this normal sinus, okay? So, normal sinus rhythm, the rate is normal. The rhythm is regular. So how are we going to do that? How are we going to see if it's regular? We're actually going to just march it out. So now we talked a lot about marching out in class, but the best way to do it is to just look from Q to Q, okay? So, starting at this R wave right here, we're going to check it out, see where it is in this. Is 2 boxes roughly from this side right here, so it's 2 boxes from this side. We're going to move it up a little bit, so you're going to say 1 here, 2 here, 3 here, and then 4. Now, it's not perfect, but it's damn close. So, we're going to do 4 boxes roughly, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4 right here. It's like 1 box off, which is really not that big of a deal. It's close enough, you know? The heart's not perfect. Okay, we're going to do the same thing again on the other side. So we're going to do 1 box, 2 box, 3 box, and 4 box. Again, one away. It's a little bit off, but it's close enough, you know? So same thing. There's just 1 box right there, 2 box, 3 box, 4 box again. So what we're seeing is this QRS is kind of increasing by 1 box every time, and I'm sure you'll find that as you go along, so like 1 box, 2 box, 3 box, 4 box, it's like 6 boxes wide. So it's not too bad. It is close enough to be called regular. Irregular is pretty dang noticeable. So if it's irregular, there'd be 1 over here, there'd be 1 over there, there'd be 1 down here, and then it's just all over the place. So I'm going to say 80 beats per minute, and we're going to say it's regular, okay? So, regular. Moving on, we're going to be looking at P waves right now. Now, I don't like to look into P waves too bad. As long as there's a P wave for every QRS, that's typically pretty good. Unless we're dealing with heart blocks, which for this one, the P wave might be a little far away, but that's not in this curriculum, so we'll keep moving on. We're going to be looking at P wave for every QRS. So if we zoom out a little bit, we're going to look 1 for this one, 1 for this one, one for this one, all that, and so on. There's a P wave for every QRS. That's important. Okay. So our PR interval should be around, I want to say, this one specifically is, if we zoom in a little bit, it's about 3 boxes, 4 or 5. It's a little wide. I mean, that could be a first-degree heart block, but for all intents and purposes in this one, it's not wide. So we'll just call it somewhere around 0.2, 0.16. We want it around there, but don't harp too hard on that until we get to heart blocks. Okay, so it's regular and normal. Very important. Our QRS complexes are considered narrow, so we don't want it too wide. We want it to be 0.04. So 0.04 to 0.10. That's for this class specifically. I've seen more. I would personally say more is a regular QRS, unless we start talking about bundle branch blocks, which are another thing in total. So for this one, you're going to say, right, I don't want to zoom in too much, But for this one right here, you're going to see, we'll start it off right here roughly. You can see 1 box, 2 box, roughly 3 boxes. It's 0.12. Close enough to be called normal sinus rhythm, but for this exam, you need to know 0.04 to 0.10, okay? For the T waves, we're going to be looking at the T wave right here. You see it right here? We'll pull it up here. T wave is the thing on the end. It's the atrial, the ventricular goodness, I can't speak. The ventricular repolarization, or the relaxation. We're going to be looking at a QT interval. So Q, which is this right here, to a T, which is the end right here, you're looking at is less than 0.5. But for all intents and purposes, this right here, this is normal sinus rhythm. It doesn't have any jarring issues and maybe has a block, but not big enough to be calling anything horrible. Okay? If you have any questions, please let me know. And goodbye.